So now let's talk about emotional and social development in early childhood. Developing a concept of self. So self-concept is, of course, the idea of who we are, what we're capable of doing, and how we think and feel. So this can include also looking glass self, involves looking at how others seem to view us and interpreting this as we make judgments about ourselves. So two parts of the self, the I that is spontaneous, creative, innate, and not concerned about how others view us, and the me or social definition of who we are. The socialized self begins when we are able to consider how one important person views us. As the child grows and is exposed to a variety of situation and cultural roles, they begin to view the self in the eyes of many others, taking the role of the generalized other, resulting in a sense of self with many dimensions. Now, one way to gain a clearer sense of self is to exaggerate qualities to be incorporated into the self. The exaggeration tends to be replaced by a more realistic sense of self in the middle childhood as children learn to compare themselves to others to understand their capabilities. So, self control involves both response, inhibition, and delayed gratification. The ability to delay gratification has been assessed in young children with the marshmallow test. So the marshmallow test is basically allowing the child to be in the room, giving them a marshmallow, and the parent leaving the room to see and asking the child to wait, do not eat that marshmallow just yet. And so, if a child is successful, they will delay that gratification, and whenever the parent returns, they are able to eat the marshmallow. So recent research has linked poor delayed gratification in young children to poor eating self-regulation, particularly eating when not hungry. Now, revisiting Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages of development, particularly in this stage, we have initiative versus guilt. Okay, so Erikson viewed the relationship people have as an influence personality development. So initiative versus guilt will begin at age 3 and builds upon the previous trust and autonomy in the previous stage into a desire to take initiative or think of ideas and initiate action. So again, those first 2 stages, if we're successful, from 0 to 1, we develop a sense of trust in the world. Then we move to stage 2, which is autonomy versus shame and doubt. So are we comfortable with taking or being independent and being autonomous, or we have a sense of shame and doubt in our capabilities to be independent and autonomous. And in this stage, we're working on taking initiative, okay? Or do we develop the sense of guilt in that regard and taking initiative? All right. So parental guidance should help the child move toward the right actions, and the goal is to find a balance between initiative and guilt, not a free-for-all where the parent allows a child to do anything wanted, but in a healthy manner and in a correct outlet, allowing them to take initiative. It's not just letting them do whatever they want and developing that initiation based off of impulse and whatever, whenever they want.